When do lions and tigers fight to the death? In the world of big cats, few matchups spark more fascination than a lion versus a tiger. Both are apex predators with immense power, cunning strategies, and reputations for fearlessness. But under normal circumstances, lions and tigers never meet in the wild. They live on different continents and inhabit very different ecosystems. Only in captivity, forced encounters, or historical arenas have these two predators truly clashed. Yet it begs the question, in what situations would a lion or a tiger actually fight to the death? What extreme circumstances push these formidable animals into a brutal showdown, where retreat is no longer an option? The reluctance to engage in a deadly fight. Despite their fearsome nature, lions and tigers are not mindless killing machines. Both species generally avoid lethal combat unless absolutely necessary. Fighting to the death is a huge risk. Even for a healthy, strong predator, a single bad bite or claw slash can lead to crippling injuries, infection, or starvation. These animals are survival-driven. Taking on a fight with high chances of lethal injuries is something they typically shy away from. When lions or tigers do engage in a fight to the death, it is usually because all avenues of escape or de-escalation have been cut off. The circumstances force them into a confrontation where only one can walk away alive. Forced battles in ancient arenas. One of the most famous and historically significant reasons lions and tigers have fought to the death is human intervention. Particularly in ancient times, Roman Colosseum, centuries ago. The Romans were captivated by deadly spectacles, pitting various exotic animals against one another. There are accounts of lions and tigers being forced to fight, sometimes until one lay dead on the arena floor. This was not a natural encounter. Caged, starved, and released into a confined space, these animals had no option but to battle. Medieval and colonial arenas. Even in later periods, wealthy rulers in places like India occasionally staged lion-tiger fights for entertainment. The animals were often provoked, ensuring they fought fiercely. In these brutal spectacles, the outcome varied, with tigers winning many fights due to their greater mass and strength, but lions sometimes outlasting tigers with sheer stamina and fighting experience. These battles often ended in death or catastrophic injury for one or both animals, fueled by human cruelty rather than natural rivalry. Trapped or cornered in captivity. Lions and tigers can also be forced into lethal confrontations in zoos, circuses, or private menageries where space is limited, and conflict resolution is nearly impossible. Territorial disputes in shared enclosures. If, for some reason, a lion and a tiger share the same habitat, which is typically discouraged by responsible zoos, they might clash over territory or resources. With no place to escape, the fight can escalate to lethal levels. Accidental encounters. Sometimes, an enclosure door may be left open, or a barrier fails, allowing a lion and a tiger to meet unexpectedly. In a confined space, neither can retreat, leading to severe aggression and a potential fight to the death. In most modern, well-managed zoos, lions and tigers are never housed together, precisely to prevent these fatal battles. When tigers fight to the death, tigers are primarily solitary predators, each controlling its own territory. In the wild, a tiger rarely fights to the death with another tiger unless it is a territorial invasion. When a rival tiger encroaches on another's territory, they engage in intimidation, roaring, and scent marking. Physical fights happen if neither backs down, while many disputes end with one tiger conceding defeat. Occasionally two equally matched tigers battle until one is mortally wounded, especially if a female tiger's cubs or a prime territory is at stake. Desperation and no escape. If a tiger is cornered by humans, other predators, or even a lion in captivity, it may fight with everything it has, risking its own life in the process. A cornered tiger can be ferocious, using its powerful limbs and lethal bite to kill or be killed rather than surrender. In these scenarios, tigers show no hesitation. If threatened, they will go to extreme lengths to survive, even if it means a fight to the death. When lions kill their own for power. Unlike tigers, lions live in prides, forming social structures where battles for dominance are common. While male lions usually fight for control of a pride, lionesses can also battle, but typically to defend territory or cubs. However, Do lions truly fight to the death? Male lions ousting rivals, in a pride takeover. A coalition of male lions may kill or drive away the existing dominant male. These fights are brutal, but often, a losing male escapes if possible. Sometimes, if a defeated male is cornered or severely injured, the fight can be lethal. Infanticide. When new males take over a pride, they often kill the existing cubs to force the females into heat. While not a fight to the death in the traditional sense, it underscores the brutality of lion politics. The females may attempt to defend their cubs, but typically, they cannot overcome multiple strong males. Female lions defending territory. If two prides of lionesses clash, the battle can be deadly. Lionesses bite, claw, and wrestle for dominance or resources. While some run away, there are cases where certain lionesses refuse to retreat, leading to lethal injuries. Yet full-scale fights to the death among female lions are less common than male-on-male battles. Rarely documented lion versus tiger death battles in the wild. In nature, lions and tigers do not share the same habitat. However, Asiatic lions and Bengal tigers once both roamed parts of India. There's limited historical evidence suggesting possible encounters. Ancient India. Some records claim that regions like the Gir forest, where Asiatic lions survive, and the fringes of Bengal tiger territory might have overlapped. But official documented fights to the death between wild lions and tigers are extremely rare. If they occurred at all, each species likely avoided direct confrontation. Modern encounters. If a lion and a tiger escaped captivity and met in the wild, they might fight. The outcome depends on size, experience, and environment, but such events are extraordinarily uncommon. The role of human intervention. Overall, the majority of lethal lion-tiger fights have historically been due to human intervention, whether in arenas, zoos, or forced shared enclosures. In almost every recorded scenario where a lion and tiger fought to the death, it was because they had nowhere to run, or they were pushed into conflict by human design. Conclusion. Life or death battles are the exception, not the rule. Lions and tigers are formidable predators, capable of incredible ferocity. They can and do fight to the death under extreme circumstances when cornered, when fighting for territory or cubs, or when thrust into unnatural forced encounters. Yet these events are highly unusual in the wild, as both species are more likely to avoid lethal conflict unless absolutely necessary. For the most part, tigers will fight to the death only when they have no escape, or when protecting their territory or offspring against a rival. Lions may kill each other over dominance. But again, one lion typically flees before a fight becomes fatal. True, no holds barred. Mortal combat between big cats is rare and tragic. A stark reminder of the harsh realities of survival in nature, and sometimes the cruelty of human-engineered confrontations. Whether it's a lion forced into a gladiatorial arena against a tiger, or a tiger cornered with no escape, these fights to the death are truly tragic reminders of how far big cats will go to survive. But are they the norm, or merely the result of human intervention in desperate circumstances? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wild Diary Florence for more predator deep dives and astonishing wildlife stories.